I remember when we were just two little girls running through tall grass, chasing butterflies. We would fall into a picnic blanket when we got tired, laughing too hard to speak, letting the sky spin above us while the world felt simple. There was something special back in those days, even if we didn't know it yet. We gave each other gifts, a small necklace with blue stones, like pieces of the sky caught in silver, a token of our friendship. We would hold them carefully in our hands, holding them like precious treasure. It felt important in a way we couldn't understand yet. Then time did what it always does. She left first, no dramatic goodbye, no final moment that made sense of it. Just absence like a door quietly closing. After that, I kept returning to the field alone. I told myself that I was just remembering, just visiting, just passing time. But really, I was waiting without admitting it. The butterflies became fewer, the grass grew wilder, and I changed in all the ways that you do when you grow older. But I never stopped going back. Years passed, just time moving forward while part of me stayed behind in that field. Then one autumn, when the air had a sharpness that makes everything feel like it's about to change, I went back again. I didn't know why I chose that day. I only know that my feet carried me there like they remembered something my mind had tried to forget. And she was there. At first, I thought I was imagining her. The way you sometimes mistake memory for reality. Then she turned, and it was her. Older, yes. Changed, yes. But still her in a way that made my chest ache instantly. Like no time had actually passed where it mattered. Neither of us spoke right away. We just walked towards each other, slow at first, then faster, like something in us refused to stay careful any longer. And when we reached the blanket, it felt like falling back into a place that we never really left. We lay down on the blanket side by side, just like we used to when we were children, staring up at the sky as if it could explain everything we had become. For a long time there was only silence. Not empty silence, full silence. Then she reached into her bag. She pulled out something wrapped carefully in a small box. I already knew before she opened it. Dried butterflies wrapped in parchment. Fragile, delicate things we had once collected together long ago when we thought that they were beautiful. She had kept them. All this time she had kept them. My breath caught in my throat as she placed them between us on the blanket, like she was setting down a piece of our childhood we had both refused to lose. I kept them, she said quietly. So did I. I reached into my own bag, then, my hands shaking slightly, I pulled out a small glass box. The necklace. The same blue stones still glowing faintly after all these years, as if memory itself kept them warm. Her eyes softened the moment she saw it. I never stopped thinking about this, she whispered. I never stopped keeping it, I said. Carefully, I placed it into her hands, not as a gift this time, but as something returned, something that had always belonged to both of us. She held it in her hands like something fragile and alive. Then she turned slightly towards me, and for the first time since we had found each other again, neither of us tried to hold back what we were feeling. There was no hesitation now. No distance left that made sense. Just love. Quiet, deep, and long-held, the kind that does not arrive suddenly but survives everything meant to erase it. I reached for her hand, and this time she did not just take it. She held on to it like she was afraid of losing it again. We stayed like that, lying together on the blanket, surrounded by dried butterflies and fading light, as if the world had finally agreed to leave us alone for a while. I thought I'd lost you, she said softly. You didn't, I answered. I was just waiting for you to come back to me. And in that field, under that sky, it felt like something ancient and impossible had finally chosen to be real. Not loud, not perfect, just ours.